All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of YuSkool. To all who shall see these present greetings, today is Good Friday, and it just happens to be 267 days until Christmas. This show will start in the matter of 10, 9, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. And this is episode number 70. So we will get this podcast started. I'll introduce the table. I will start with myself. It is me at home plate, the turkey machine, Al Baby, Reverend Al, Sweet Al, Al Pastor, DJ Sticky Buttons, Gorilla Paw, all names I've given myself. To my right at first base is Cowboy Chris. Welcome, Cowboy.
Good to be back.
Oh, sorry. Long run. Cowboy Chris is back. He's taking a little
hiatus
vacation from the podcast, so it's good to have him back.
Been working my butt off.
Attaboy. He's got a solid tan right now in April, and that means that you're outside. Okay, so we're going to second base, and he is joining us via Zoom. This is Rusty Ranks Beers. Welcome, Rusty.
How we doing, fellas? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming and joining us from all the way. Where are you?
Currently in Florida right now. So.
Nice. Florida.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Originally from New England, though.
You know what? We had a little bet going, and he said definitely Upper East Coast.
Yeah, not a. I do not. I like the state of Florida, but I do not want to be associated permanently. Don't put it next to my name.
Sure.
All right, so we're going around the horn here, and on third base we have Scooter. Scooter, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
He's been on a couple times here in the past, but so we just want to get started here right away with Rusty. Rusty, I got a couple names for you. Is it Rusty Featherstone?
Yeah. That's the online persona.
So
not my real name at all. I also just found out that that's like an old TV or old character from like a movie or something, like a cop.
Really? Oh, so that's not your real name.
No, it's not.
You're hiding out.
I like it.
Yeah, you gotta stay safe on the internet these days.
Scooter, I'm gonna toss this out here. Scooter, that's not his real name.
What?
And my real name is not the turkey machine. And his real name, birth name, is not Cowboy Chris.
It is just actually Chris.
It is Chris.
So it's just
Cowboy. Are you one of those guys that goes by your middle name? Cowboy's the middle name.
that'd be pretty dope if it was.
That's pretty funny.
I wish.
So let's explain kind of what's been going on, how we found you. I hunted you down via Instagram.
Yes.
And I've probably been bugging the crap out of you ever since to get you on the podcast. So I apologize about that, but
We're not weird, I promise.
Well, let me say it probably seemed like you were hunting me down a lot harder. I don't like go on. I don't check my I don't get notifications when I get the DMs. So like I responded like I feel like not too late, and then I just forgot to go on it. I just didn't go on Instagram DMs for like 2 weeks, and so
no, I get it.
Forgot about this, but we're here now. That's all that matters. We got on here.
I felt bad because guys, I sent him a message, and you know I don't know how college kids are. Maybe he's got his notifications popping up, and he's like, this old man with a podcast keeps bugging me to come on the podcast. So I apologize, but it's all good. So let's just get right into it because you have since gone viral like in the last, how long? Couple weeks?
No, like it started, I had my first, or what I thought was big at the time, like a while ago. And then it just was steady growing from there. And then I had one, I think it might've been on Christmas or like the day after. I don't know why we were boozing so hard. I'm like, it wasn't very wholesome for like Christmas, but I had one that got like 2 million, and that's when it kind of like took off.
Now you use TikTok though as your platform, right?
Yeah. Was not my first choice. It was kind of it was a summer project for my fraternity that I had to get TikTok famous. So I didn't
What?
start.
That's a project?
They were like, when you come back, like be TikTok famous. And it just kind of like happens.
It's like be TikTok famous. We're gonna punch you in the nuts.
Did you just like give him the salute and say, "Aye, Captain, I'll make it happen"?
Their like benchmark for like TikTok famous is like I had to get 2,500 followers, and I have like 150,000 right now, I think, or something.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that kind of blew that one out of the water. I patted myself on the back a little bit on that one.
So you got the master bedroom in the house?
I got actually. I'll take this. That's
Man,
we got the pretty big,
the magic room,
Dude,
bro.
that's a healthy room, man.
That is the suite. That's pretty
no,
cool.
We're chilling over here, living
What?
like kings, it's in community style.
Can you say what fraternity you're in or no? You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm in SAE.
No, I don't even know what that means. So
Sigma Alpha Epsilon.
no, I was never in. I never actually, believe it or
seems
not, I
legit.
never went to college.
This might be a shocker for all the listeners, but
Please don't fall out of your chair.
Turkey Machine has not attended a day of college.
Hey, no, I
It was
take that
one
back.
day.
I did one day.
Didn't you throw up after drinking Jack
I
Daniels?
Did, I did one day of college. I went to the local junior college, and the night before was a good solid whiskey night.
Yeah.
And I lasted till about 9:30 in the morning and kind of walked up very cautiously because I could have puked at any point. And I puked in the garbage can next to the teacher's desk.
Nice.
And left and actually never went back to class. That was it. Never asked for my money back.
I got the full college experience in one night.
I joined the Marine Corps like shortly after that. So I was like, hey, guess college wasn't for me. The old college try, right?
That's like that one night though. Like that's like 35% of what all 40 years of college are gonna give you. So like you got your money's worth. Like that's a pretty big chunk of the experience in one night.
Well, I have visited a lot of friends at, say, like Cal Poly, Fresno. Cowboy Chris went to Chico State, I believe,
For a very short period of time.
So I visited a few of them. As they were in college, and I got that part of it. So that's all I needed.
Are you guys? So you guys are up by Fresno?
Yes, in California.
Just saw something. This is in I don't have anything against Fresno. Only been there one time. It was like 115 degrees. But I saw this article about Fresno, and I'm calling bullshit on it. It said the hottest real estate market in the US right now is Fresno.
No
Balls.
And I was like, what? In what universe are we living in where that is the hottest real estate market?
Was that on like Babylon Bee? Because that is bullshit.
It was on like, no, it was like something like, it was like a reputable source. I think they just probably ran out of shit.
Guys, everybody's moving to Fresno.
That must have been a really slow news day. If they said
almond country.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. If you only knew.
We actually pronounce it almond, but you're right. It is almond country. So,
yeah.
But we've been through Fresno a few hundred times, and it's like a bigger version of some of the shittier cities around us. So we're in Ripon, and there's Manteca, and there's Merced, and then there's Fresno. And I would say they're kind of like the same thing, but Fresno just happens to be a bigger shithole than Merced and Manteca.
But we can't leave Stockton out.
It reminded me of fucking like where Jesse Pinkman lived in like Breaking Bad. That's what Fresno reminded me of.
Sure.
Like that part of Albuquerque that Jesse Pinkman was from.
Yeah, well, like Scooter just said, don't forget we got Stockton just like 20 miles north.
Don't ever go there.
And
Ever.
then we got Lacey Peterson land in Modesto, Scott Peterson land. So we're surrounded by the cities. And the Highway 99 connects all the cities. So it's like the one thing that, and it goes all the way down to Bakersfield, which is another shithole.
One big long ass crack to the taint.
All right. So for those of the folks that are listening right now, what Rusty is famous for is ranking beers. So he will start off sober as a
None.
and talk about what he's going to do, and then he will go into and what beer he's going to drink, and then he'll go into the fourth beer and he'll give another report, kind of touch on what's happening, and then go into the eighth beer, follow up on what's happening and what he's feeling, and then the 12th beer, he really gives it an overall judgment, because you can't judge a beer until you drink 12 in a row, right?
I agree with that.
All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. Today we got Stella. How about those first 4 beers? All right, guys, we're 4 in. Getting some pretty strong grandpa vibes from these first 4, but we'll keep you posted after the 12th one. All right, guys, we're 8 in. We're liking what we're seeing from the beer, but my morale is pretty low because Speed's missing some putts that he should be making. But we'll hope that's not the case after the 12th one. All right, guys, we're 12 in. We're loving what we're seeing. It's a dad beer and it's a grandpa beer, but it's gonna get you where you want to go every time. All right, guys, this is Stella. I know it's gonna be a little controversial, back-to-back high scores, but it's gonna be an 8.9 from me.
And then the 12th beer, he really gives it an overall judgment, because you can't judge a beer until you drink 12 in a row, right?
I agree with that.
I honestly might bump it up. I think I think like my buddies and I were talking about it, and we were like it's not really like that accurate of like a thing, because like you want to see how the beer fares when you get to that point where like it's not even enjoyable to drink it anymore. Like how you're feeling after like 18 or like 24 or something.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
I only have a minute to make the video, so like I already struggle to fit 12 in a minute.
Have you ever attempted like to go into the like YouTube world, or you just sticking with the TikTok, or you could go into the Instagram story world, or the Instagram thing?
I don't know if you follow my Instagram, but excuse me. Jeez.
Nice.
Well
played.
Hey, hope you guys got a hell of a producer, because I don't want that one on there.
You're looking at him.
No, that was pretty on brand for me, actually. But no, I flooded my Instagram, and I posted all my videos from TikTok onto my Instagram like literally in 15 minutes, and all my hometown buddies were texting me being like, dude, like you gotta fucking stop. I'm scrolling through Instagram and it's just like 35 videos of you. Like I'm tired of seeing your face.
Stop. Why would they want you to stop?
Well, because they just like they literally couldn't like their Instagram was like glitching out because I was posting so many videos.
They were trying to find the little thirsty TikTok
because
videos.
They're trying to find the guys don't go on Instagram to see me. Like they go on to see like those like bikini babes. Or
I beg to differ.
Girls.
I beg to differ. I want to know what you're thinking about when you're drinking 12 Stellas, say, or maybe 12 White Claws. You know, so. Yeah. But that's pretty much how I found you, is when you flooded Instagram. It's pretty much right about the time frame when I said, this guy, he's got something going on. He's got something special. He's got upper management written all over him. And so that's why I reached out to you, because I said I was envious. I thought, I've been drinking beer all these years and wasting my time when I could have been doing this too.
That's the best part about it. We were talking about it, and we were like, this is the easiest job in the entire world, because like we'd be doing this anyways. I just put a camera up, and then I talked for like 5 seconds.
See, but you got lucky, because we grew up we were lucky if you had a Nokia phone that had Snake on it. So like we didn't have all these avenues.
Simpler time. I would kill to go back to like the Brick Breaker days. Oh my Lord. These games now are like overstimulating. My brain can't work that fast. I like just the BlackBerry Brick Breaker.
So you have a few words that you say that I think that are classic. Like when you're doing it, you say it's getting you where you want to go, or it's not getting you where you want to go. Yeah. What was the other one? Oh, grandpa vibes, dad vibes.
This one's hitting a little harder.
This one's hitting harder than this. So
That Bud Platinum one. Oh boy. When I saw the beginning of that, I'm like, oh, this is not going to end
You're a
well.
brave soul.
Yeah, I've never. That's the only time. That's the only time I've been drinking beers for a little bit now, and that was like one of the only times I can think of where like exclusively beer, hard alcohol was not involved, where I like actually blacked out. Like I didn't think it was possible to black out off beer. I blacked out off
Yeah.
Off of 12 beers or Bud Platinum.
12 Bud Platinums.
Bud Platinums,
But it was
yeah.
like it was in like an hour and a half, so it was like I'm honest. Like it sounds like I'm kidding. I'm actually really glad that didn't go south because like that was way too fast to be drinking 12 of those.
You drank 12 Bud Light Platinums in an hour and a half?
Yeah, I was like an hour and a half, hour and 45.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good pace.
What's
Yeah, like what's
7
the
minutes
Century
of
Club
beer?
thing? Isn't that like
That's a century is a shot of beer every minute
For
That's
100 minutes?
for
it's like
100 minutes.
100
the Century Challenge comes out to like 12 and a half beers in 100 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, you're
So pretty close.
You're right on par.
I think
But that's 12 and a half. That's 12 and a half, like 4.2%.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, I
Dude,
did the
those don't even
century.
taste like beer. The Bud Light Platinums don't even taste like beer. It tastes like something else. Like, oof. I get like shivers thinking about it.
That's like
right,
Mad
so-
Dog 2020.
So while you're talking
Oh.
to us and you're in your way of talking, whether you get vibes, what kind of vibes are you picking up from us three?
So I'm actually glad because I was looking for a chance to point this out because we started rolling right when I noticed it. I've been on a handful of podcasts so far. Probably the best studio I've seen so far.
Nice.
We're too early in here to see. We're still gonna figure out how well of a rapport we can build. But the studio immediately I was like, all right, these guys can't be that bad.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
all right.
I don't need a bigger head, but I will take that as a compliment. So I appreciate
This
that.
podcast hopefully is going to get us where we want to go. That's what I'm thinking.
So is there any dad vibes you picking up or like cool
Oh
guy
yeah, I mean you're wearing a
vibes?
greatest dad ever shirt right now.
Yes, I am. And
You look like you are the poster child for
New
for
Balance?
like suburban mowing the lawn. Okay, yeah, those are I'm gonna mow the shit out of my lawn glasses.
Look at those.
You're wearing, dude, those are the lawn mowing shoes. Dude,
Authentic grass stains and everything.
Authentically
Hey.
grass stained.
all right, Rusty, this is my dirty pair because I planned on getting dirty during this podcast. I'm
Let's
gonna lift
fucking
it up
go.
for you. But these are not the New Balance, so I don't want you to get confused.
What are those? Are those the Airmont? No, those aren't Airmont. Right?
These are the $24.99 LA Gears from Big Five.
So that's like one of the most that's even more aggressive dad vibes than the
Saving money.
Air Monarchs or the like bulky New Balances.
Yeah. You never know if I'm going to go to church with these things, mow the lawn, maybe go for a jog. I don't know. Got my
Maybe dude, those shoes. It's those three things that you mentioned. You
I
missed-
might
you missed
barbecue.
the fourth one, which is grill the shit out of some ballpark frames.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
so the shoes that I'm wearing right now, these are my dirty ones. So let me reach behind me because I just got as a gift from one of my lady friends, MJ.
There is going to town shoes.
What's going to town for him? Just a clean pair?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just a clean pair.
Yeah.
Just a clean pair. Yeah, these are the going to town ones.
Going to town or
know.
bringing mom to Pound Town pair.
Oh,
She's never asked me to leave these on.
the kids are still awake. Come on.
I'm just gonna set this right here on the table. Hopefully, you can see a little bit of it.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna grab some real quick so you can understand where I'm coming from. 'Cause I don't want the people at home to think I'm shitting on bulky dad New Balances. Like these are my go-to.
Yes.
I wear these everywhere. Wore these all day today. I sometimes wear the gray
The
New
574s.
Balance, like the actual dad ones.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you're
New-
probably
also New Balance-
you're probably pulling a lot of chicks with those shoes. And
you'd
you're
you would be pleasantly disappointed.
but I mean, You're TikTok, Instagram, viral famous. You're rocking a pair of New Balances, and you have the Master Suite in the Frat. I mean, what else? What else can you ask for?
Come on, lady.
By the way, hey,
we'll plug my Snapchat. Maybe I can get some. I want to dive into that. I was on this podcast a couple days ago with this girl, and she like wouldn't stop asking me about milfs.
Sure.
So she clearly had kids.
You got no. She was like, dude. She was like almost like she was like a couple years older than me. Like she was barely out of college, and I mean, you guys are of a little bit older. Like maybe you guys could hook
Just
me
a
up.
little
Like
bit.
I want to get into that milf territory.
oh man, you hang around with me for a little bit. One night before COVID, I'm taking you some cool places. I got this place on land that you could go to, a local place called Crocodiles.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
And it is like you're out on a cruise ship out in sea, and everybody on the boat is a freshly divorced 45-year-old lady. You would
That's the dream.
you would be
That's
in
all I
heaven.
want.
You would be in heaven. Okay, so I got a couple questions that I don't want to forget to ask you. Next beer you're going to do the review on.
You know, it's a great question, and it gets asked every time, and with good reason. And I could give you an answer, and I could sound really confident about it, but it literally like I don't even know I'm reviewing a beer until I'm like I'll walk into, we buy it from like Walgreens, and I'll like be in the Walgreens, and I usually go for my usual the 24 pack of Busch Heavies, and then I'll like something else will catch my eye, and I'll be like, I'm gonna do a review today. So
Yeah.
I saw this one apparently because I know this one would be hilarious. Have you heard of High Lies?
What was it?
High Lie?
High Lie. No.
Not High Life.
No, like High Lie, like that.
Yeah,
fucking
like
Indian
the-
thing.
No. I never heard of that
like-
one.
It's like I think it's like 8%.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
There you go.
It's been out. It like you know like the old John Wayne music when like he walks into when like the saloon doors bust open and it's like
Oh yeah.
that it looks it's been staring at me through the cooler.
It
for,
peers
like,
in your soul.
now.
That's
Yeah, it's just been like taunting me, being like drink 12 me right now.
Come on.
Is it that heavy type of beer that only comes in a 6-pack? So you got to buy 2 6-packs?
I think it's like that shitty middle ground where it's not an IPA, but it's like still tastes horrible, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Like what's Still Reserve at?
Still
Do they make-
reserve?
And do they make little 12ers of those? Or is that only
No,
tall
it's
cans?
only they don't make tall. I think they make. Ooh, you know what? They might
down
make
here we
12.
got 12s.
Yeah, they do make 12-ounce 12 cans.
Ooh.
That'd be a good one.
Oh,
Yeah, to drink underneath like a bridge.
Well, those are that's like malt liquor, which is fuck. I hate malt liquor.
No, you'll be sick as a dog and pooping your pants the next day. Like a goose, man.
The malt liquor reminds me of when I was in high school, and I'd like if I had $5 in my pocket, I was like walking on sunshine, and so we'd go grab like the 40 ounces and like in the paper bag, and like drink them on the way to like hockey games and stuff, and just be like blitzed by the time we got there.
malt
And-
liquor will make you change your outlook on life.
There's something special about it.
It
But
will
that
ma-
was
it will
the
make you-
jam.
it will make you question your humanity.
If you only had $5, that's what you're doing.
So,
It was either that or like Everclear, and like
Ooh.
not gonna drink Everclear.
No.
So.
all right, what about the Keystone Light? Have you done one yet?
All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. Today we got Keystone Light. All right, guys, we're fourth of the way in. Don't mind the change of scenery. Had to move to my bathroom. Kitchen got a little bit loud. We're really liking this beer so far. All right, guys, we're in. Feeling really practical about this beer. It's really cheap for 12 of them. It's kind of like the Subaru of beers, and just really, really liking it. You get what you pay for. All right, guys, we just finished the 12th. This is Keystone Light. Keystone Light gets you from point A to point B, gets you where you want to go on time, no tardiness. It's cheap, $9 for 12 of them. Love this beer. Pretty solid beer. Liked it. It's cheap. Gets you where you want to go. It's going to be a 7.8 from me.
I have done Keystone Light actually.
You did?
And yeah, I think it was an 8.1, I believe.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
I like, well, because and I get a lot of shit for it. My scale is like fucking, it's not like it's not like an X and Y. It's like there's fucking 17 different axes going on because like there's so many different variables.
Flavor, money.
I like shitty light beer. Like that's just like my favorite type of beer. So like, I'm not saying it's the greatest tasting beer in the entire world. It's just like not to beat a dead horse, but it definitely got me where I wanted to go. Like it was.
How about the tried and true banquet beer?
Reminds you of like childhood, like get what you grew up on, you know, like that, like shitty light beer.
Have you ever done the old banquet beer, Coors Original?
All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. Today we got Coors Banquet. All right, guys, we're 4 in. We're getting some strong Johnny from Cobra Kai vibes. But other than that, not much else to report. We'll keep you posted after the 8th. All right, guys, we're 8 in. We're getting some strong karate vibes from this beer. It's making my co-host a little gassy, but he's excelling in the world of martial arts.
Do the ultimate punch.
Alright guys, we're 12 in right now, feeling pretty good, feeling like some surf's up right now. Scuba?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting some strong Cody Maverick vibes out here. Great beer overall. This is Coors Banquet. It's going to be a 9.2 from me.
The highest rated beer on my channel right now.
Thank you.
Wow.
Because it is the best.
At a 9.3. I don't know if I stand by that, but at the time I was like, this is the greatest fucking beer I've ever tried in my entire life.
Tried and true.
Okay, what about
It's a good one.
what about Sierra Nevada? I don't think I've seen Sierra Nevada, and I thought I've watched almost all.
I don't even know where to find that.
Oh,
so,
really?
So it was originally made in Chico out here in North California, but they have a distillery or a brewery in North Carolina now. So should be somewhere over in your woods.
Like some liquor store or something.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
It's a pretty heavy beer. I'm not into dark beers, but that's like one of the only dark beers I'll drink like more than 8 of them or so, you know.
Guinness, like
No.
that Guinness.
No, just like a IPA thick.
I won't even touch a Guinness.
I hate IPAs. I have like a vengeance against IPAs.
Well, then you won't like Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
Really? It's
And like I get you guys are older. You have more like you have a more sophisticated palate. If I see a kid that's my age drinking IPA, like I immediately am like, that kid and I will never see eye to eye on anything.
well,
Like you're walking around and some kid's drinking an IPA, you're just like, you're a boner. And like I'm not.
well, this
I want
is
you-
this is how sophisticated my palate is right here. Keystone
Dude,
Light.
You ever gotten an orange can?
Yes, I have.
Fuck, I haven't, you bastard.
What's the
I
deal with
bought like
that?
fucking 40, I bought like 45 cases and I have not got an orange can.
I didn't know that was like a special thing.
It's like I haven't seen one. Yeah, I assume they're like an enigma.
Is it like the 4-leaf clover of Keystone Lights?
Yeah, it's like I think it's honestly it's probably what a 4-leaf clover is like. I think it's like 1 in 2,200.
Oh, I just saw it in the ice chest, so I didn't really think anything about it.
Do you win anything like the star on the Tootsie Roll Pop?
It's just kind of like a fuck you, buddy. Like I got an orange can, you didn't.
Oh, I never knew that. All right, so one other question I wanted to ask, and I got a few more. But, okay, us 38-year-olds, we walk into a frat party tomorrow night at your party. What's going to happen?
What time is it?
Is
it peak? Like, am I like peaking? Am I like feeling great?
See, I don't know what time parties start anymore. So what? It's like 8 o'clock too late or early?
I don't know what time parties start either. Cause like I'll show up to my house after class and it'll be like 3 p.m. and you're like, this is too early for you guys to already be doing this.
What about a day drinking scenario? You guys are out front.
Oh, day drinking scenario, the more the merrier.
Okay.
If the sun's out, like it's as long as if you showed up and you didn't cause any problems and you were like cool and like the only thing that gets people in trouble is when you walk in and don't like go around and be like, hey, I'm so and so. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like people think that's hard to like go up and like, shake someone's hand, but like if you like go up to someone and like shake their hand and be like, hey, I'm like fucking cowboy, they'd be like, hey, cowboy, like, want a beer? You know what I mean? But if you walk in and you're like being fucking like macho man in the corner, like these fucking Ole Miss kids showed up to a party at my house the other day, and we're just like fucking like walking around and just like did not introduce themselves to anyone. It just makes it awkward.
That's lame.
You're like, dude, who the fuck? Like, what is happening? Like, we could have a great night if you just told me anything about yourself that I could go off of.
So do they have to be like previous fraternity, part of that fraternity to walk in like that, or?
They were actually buddies of one of our pledges, which already didn't bode well for them.
Oh boy.
But I don't know. It was just, and then one of them, I don't know. I was on one that night, so I might be overthinking it, but no, if you guys showed up, oh, okay. Here's a perfect example. Our neighbor is also 38. He has
Nice.
He has 3 children, and he walked over to our house. I'll admit it was out of control. For having he has a 1, 3, and 5-year-old, and we were just going bananas. And he knocks on the door, and we let him in, and you could tell he came over there to bitch at us. And then everyone was just so nice to him that he just stayed the whole night.
Yeah, I'll have a beer. Yeah, I suppose I'll have a beer.
He stayed the whole night, and he's talking to all our girls, and I
hate my wife.
He's the drunkest guy at our party.
Yes.
And it got to the point where I was leaving to go go somewhere, and I had to be he didn't want to leave. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, he's married, so
no, you guys would be fine here.
You literally sounded like you made the script for Old School 2 right there.
It was he looks like a movie character. He has this great head of hair, and he's just constantly just flipping it. And
That's awesome.
Him and I got off on the wrong foot because we moved in on his son's 5th birthday party, and threw an absolute shindig. And he was he called our landlord and was there are scantily clad women and alcohol, and it's my son's 5th birthday party. And we were yeah, that was honestly probably our bad. That's
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Happy birthday, little dude.
Hey, Johnny, you seen thong underwear yet?
That's good. You ever seen girl? All right, so one of the things that I forgot to do in the beginning, and that's on me, is go around the table and just say what we're consuming. I'm having a Keystone Light, of course. I've said that 5 times. Cowboy Chris.
I'm having a Sierra Nevada Big Little Thing Imperial IPA.
Nice.
Not bad.
Rusty.
Well, first I just want to point out, I see your tab is up. Are you a member of Forever Beers? Are you playing Forever Beers? Or do you just like it that way?
No,
I'm drinking a Bud Light. We'll talk about that after. I'm drinking a nice ice cold Bud Light because there were only 4 Bud Lights in my fridge and nothing else, so I grabbed them.
This guy has always flipped tabs, by the way.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's go to Scooter real quick, and then we're going to talk flip tabs.
Okay.
The tried and true original banquet beer, the Yellow Belly.
Anybody get a fresh one? I'm going to go get some.
Yes,
I
do
do
need a
actually.
fresh one.
Now that we're talking about
But
it.
like Cowboy Chris said, this has been my thing since, everybody, they to the left, to the right, whatever. But nobody does it straight up because I think it hits the lip and everybody hates it. I'm not sure why, but it's just
fucking badass and people are intimidated. That's why.
So I started doing this probably when at the young age of I don't know, maybe 20 or something, 21. And only, I've never stopped doing it. So like even a Pepsi or a Coke or something, up tab every time.
I did the same. Even with non-alcoholic drinks, I still did. We started doing this because, just like you, mine straight up. We play this game. Some people call it beers.
Thank you.
Some people call it beers for life. We call it forever beers. So it's basically you will be approached at some point to start playing the game, and that's your one chance to like accept or deny whether you want to play, right? Obviously, I wanted to play. I was intrigued.
Sure.
So they ask you to pick, like you have a tab position, right? And your tab has every beer you drink for the rest of your life, your tab has to be like that. And if someone else who is playing the game catches you with your tab not like that, you have to finish that beer and then shotgun another one.
Oh.
And so I've just gotten very diligent about like just keeping this up all the time.
That's very aggressive. No, I've never done that. But I guess I have heard of that before, but some guys in college said that they had to drink only out of their left hand or their right hand.
Oh, yeah, bullshit. That's called Buffalo. And all my buddies, like I have a roommate, he's sitting out there right now. I think he's just gambling his nuts off. I think he's yelling right now, but he's from all the Texas kids play Buffalo. They're like, if your beer's in your right hand, and I say Buffalo, you have to drink it. I'm like, I'm a righty. Like, I'm going to hold my beer in my right hand. Like,
your dominant drinking hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm not playing that game.
Left-handed dudes are like, sure, yeah, that's the hand I drink.
Right. That's, I didn't even know that was a thing. Got a case of the giggles over here.
Dude, I don't know why that got me so hard. That just cracked me up.
Cowboys got that way of doing that sometimes.
Just getting warmed up.
So, did I already ask you what your favorite review was?
My favorite review, or like, okay, the review I well, there's a lot of way that could be interpreted. Like because Coors was the one I scored the highest, but like, do you mean like the review that I think is the funniest?
Okay, the review that you think is the fun, that could go 4 different ways. So I apologize, but your favorite, the one that maybe you scored the highest, which I'm pretty sure was the
Coors Original.
The
So it was
Banquets.
9.3.
And then the one that got the highest like views ratings on social media.
Okay, so the one that's rated the highest is the Yellow Bellies.
Yes.
Really good beer. I don't think it'll be the top forever, but it's a good one. The one that got the most views was PBR. I think it's at like 2.5 right now.
Wow.
And that one, the thing that pissed me off about that one was, well, like the reason it got so many views is because we didn't start the review until, and this sounds like I'm lying, didn't start the review until we were already like 10 beers deep. So like people liked it so much because like after 4, it looked like I was like
Hammered.
in another dimension because I was already 14 deep. So like by the time I got to 12, I was 22 beers deep. And like,
Jeez.
if you go watch that video again,
Oh my goodness.
I have a mild stroke in the middle of the video. You can't understand. There's just a sentence where I just give up on it and I just make noise until I find the sentence. It's ridiculous. But no, that's
Are you writing
that
speeches for Biden?
Oh, dude, it was worse than that, where it was like, at least he's saying English. Mine was like, you could not understand the last like 35 words I said in the video. And then what was it? The review that I liked the best. I actually just posted one that's getting like no love. Like it just didn't hit, and it was Corona. I just did it. I'm gonna post it yesterday. I don't know.
Probably a bad time for doing Corona reviews.
Dude, that one was. I thought that one was hilarious, and just it got no love.
So you did a Corona one yesterday. Did you drink it and post it yesterday, or did you drink it the night before and post it yesterday?
I'll be real with you, dude. I have my perception of time lately is just not really there. There's a lot of, today's Friday, so I posted it. It might have been yesterday, might have been the day before. Honestly, might have even been the day before that. We've had a tough couple days. Sure. I've had 4 to 5 hours of sleep in the last 3 days.
School wise or tough fraternity wise? Oh
no. I'm actually the pledge educator, so I don't have to go through that anymore, which is good. But no, it'll sneak up on you where I was going to bed and then the pledges came in last night and they stole one of the actives mattresses at 3 a.m. and brought it into my room, and I was just well, I'm not going to bed now. This is hilarious. So yeah, no, it's just just not a lot of sleep.
So when are you going? When's it going to be put on Barstool? Because it's just a matter of time.
I've gotten posted on TFM a bunch. I don't know if Barstool. I don't know. I haven't gotten reached out by them yet. I like the guys over at TFM a lot. And then, have you guys seen Friday Beers?
No.
No, Friday Beers, you guys got to check these guys. These guys got 1 million followers in 2 months.
Ooh, wow.
And they have the funniest videos ever because it's it starts hitting on that content where it appeals to the normal, we're all average just guys that like drinking beer. And it appeals to that where it's they talk about beer, but then they also make jokes about how you have to try and be a functioning member of society for 5 days. And then it's about getting to Friday.
Oh yeah.
And
dude.
And they send me shirts and shit. And it's all because we're all the guys my age, we're obsessed with these guys. We get this box this. It was a boat-sized box. And we open it up, just shirts galore. But
nice.
For the record, I have one left and one hat because I opened the box up and I was just slinging them out to I was like Oprah, just you get it.
You get a shirt. You get a shirt.
So I called the guy that runs it, and I was hammered. It's 3 a.m. and he somehow picked up.
What?
He's like what? And I was I'm out of shirts. I'm dry. I need a refill. And he was just all right, send me screenshots. And so I just was sending him pictures the ones I want. But no, those guys are really fucking cool. You guys should check those guys out.
So did they send you a new order, or was that just a couple days ago?
What?
Did they send you that new order, or was that just a few days ago?
I haven't gotten the new one yet, but because I just asked him a couple days ago. But I'll because you get all these. You guys probably get this sometimes too, where people want to just send you stuff to put in the podcast, whatever, mention it
all the time.
Yeah,
never,
totally.
Never do that free. But these guys, they send me shit, and I'm wearing them in every video from now on.
Nice. I seen them in a few videos, and I thought those were your shirts, Friday Beers.
No,
I thought
I
that's
actually
perfect.
have my own shirts.
I saw
they're
that.
not as. I'll be real. They're not as cool as the Friday Beers ones.
You want to plug?
I'd love to say I have the best shirts out there. They're not that good.
Well, do you want to plug your shirts really quick so that way?
Go check out my shirts, guys. They're in my bios. Rusty Featherstone, and then on Instagram, Featherstone Rusty, and it's Featherstone's Tavern. You can go check it out and pick yourself up a Featherstone's Tavern shirt.
Featherstone Tavern. Is there any? Do you have any other stuff you want to plug before I forget? This is a good time to do it.
I don't even really. I just like doing this shit for fun. I don't really I don't even really care about the plugging stuff. I just it's fun for, you know what I mean? Doing all this shit's just fun. And I don't really even give that big a shit about like plugging anything. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool because I get like just enough money from that to like pay for my beers for the week, which is like every college kid's dream.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa. You get paid for this?
Yeah. I get paid like a pretty decent amount.
Well, who's paying you? Instagram?
No, I'm saying like, so you guys got to start doing this. I just learned this. It's awesome. Put your Venmo in your bio. Dude, I get like 2 or 3 like $50 Venmos every week.
What?
And I just like, dude, I haven't like, I just don't have to pay for beer anymore.
That's pizza and beer every week, dude.
The shirt sales, I don't handle any of that shit. I have there's 2 kids that go to USC that handle all my shit. And they just ship them out and then they send me a Venmo every week. And I just get like
How did you sign up for
sack
that?
of beer money.
Did somebody approach you on that and ask you to do
They
it?
did approach me, and I was super hesitant. And then I was like, fine, these kids just wouldn't fucking leave me alone. So I was like, fine, like I'll like talk to you on the phone. So I'm talking to them like, all right, these guys are pretty cool guys, and they actually done shirts for some other people, and so they started doing it for me, and I literally have to do nothing. Like I just get some cash in the mail every week, or in the Venmo every week, which is pretty sweet. So
that's a good deal.
Dude, this is the peak. This is the peak for me. I don't really care about, not for my whole life. I just mean for like the TikTok thing. Like everything else is cool, but not having to pay for beer is just like really fucking sick.
You probably have a ton of friends wanting to hang out with you because they know that you got money for beer all the time.
Dude, you should, because the school I go to down here, like there's some kids that like, I'm not from one of those towns where it's like big money. It was an adjustment coming down here where you're like some of your buddies, and they're still really normal kids, but it's just like, it's different. You're like, if I didn't get to know you a little bit better, I would have thought you were a fucking douchebag.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, the other thing I was going to ask you was, so you get paid just by the shirts. Does Instagram pay you at all?
No. I've only been on Instagram for like a month or 2, I think.
And you're up to like 16,000
Yeah.
followers already? Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hopped on there quick. Or actually that Instagram account used to be like, I had my like regular Instagram, then I had that Instagram where I would post shit that was like, I didn't want everyone to see, but I wanted like my boys to see and be like, okay, that's fucking hilarious. and it was already named Rusty Featherstone, because I used to use that name because when we got in trouble as like little kids, when the cops came, I would just tell them my name was Rusty Featherstone. And
that's a great name.
And it just like, we kept going with that. So I turned that Instagram into this one and like deleted all those posts and just made it into like into the regular thing. But yeah, no, those 16 hopped up like really quick, which was nuts.
So I think when I first started sending you a message, it was like maybe 14, 13, and now you're at almost 17, and that's only been a few days, right?
Yeah, it helps a lot because I get posted on like TFM every once in a while, and so I went from 91 followers to 10,000 in 2 days.
Oh, damn!
And then it was like a steady climb from there.
Damn.
That one was ridiculous.
So, talking about numbers climbing, the girl numbers from pre-TikTok to now.
I thought you were going to start talking about cholesterol or something.
I'm not that old yet.
As you get older.
I'm not that old yet.
Cowboy keeps coming in. He sits there and he waits for his moment, and then he just jumps from the top.
He's like a puma.
I prowl.
He's just like a puma.
And I'll pounce.
Funny.
But I mean, I would have to imagine that
I haven't been on it for a while.
female
I'm just warming
numbers
up.
have got to go up.
Actually, this is funny that we're doing this right now.
There's one on your bed.
I was gonna say there's one right off screen.
What do you say?
I said there's one probably right off.
I just panned. There's like 15 naked girls in my bed. I'm like, oh yeah, it's that TikTok fame. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, just slinging.
No,
ladies.
I actually, I'm more of like a long-term thing. I don't the whole. Actually, I went on a date today. I went on a date today with the girl that I've been. She.
Look at that smile.
He's blushing.
Shit.
He's blushing.
So over the summer. So like my freshman year, I was kind of with this girl for like the whole year, and it was like one of her best friends. And then like over the summer, her and I, whatever, and then like when I got to school, right, the first time we go to hang out there, I just was being a dumbass. I got like blackout drunk and just like fucked it up, right? And like she wanted nothing to do with me for a while. I'm on a date with her today, so let me tell you.
Nice. So you mended the relationship after the first date.
Yeah, well, we've also been like friends for like since like so I'm a sophomore now, so like since like last year, and yeah, so we'll see where that goes.
Nice,
Sweet, man.
I was not expecting you to say the long term thing. I was expecting you to say just like slaying, boom, boom,
Really?
boom, boom. Oh yeah,
Oh, for sure, bro.
yeah. You're
Be
in,
surprised, dude.
you're in Florida.
I don't know. I don't like it. Makes me feel like shitty, like about myself. Like you'll be like, like I didn't really like that girl like at all. You know.
You must have been raised right. You must have good parents.
Hey, my mother. Let me tell you. You ever run into her?
Mrs.
Great lady.
Featherstone.
Wonder. I'm not gonna say her real last name. Her real last name is more absurd than my fake last name. Let me tell you.
I'm feeling like Irish Catholic backgrounds. Am I far off?
You're actually half right. It's half Irish Catholic, half Roman Catholic.
Ah, so he was right. Scooter was right about where you're from and your nationality. He's right on the money.
Scooter definitely just has like the last 4 digits of my social security number.
No, but I do have a vehicle warranty to sell you.
He's the one from USC making your shirts and sending you that money from Venmo.
I'm filling a blood type.
Scooter, how did you pick up on the New England vibes? Are you from there?
No, I was born and raised out here. I looked at that guy and I'm like, he looks like he grew up playing lacrosse, hockey, maybe some. There you go.
Oh, he's
Wearing a
got the
lacrosse
shirt on.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, he's a lacrosse guy. The thick hair. I'm like, all right, that's like an Irish Italian looking hair thickness. I could tell like in some of your videos just the clothes you were wearing. I'm like, dude, this dude's like New England, Massachusetts, like maybe Maryland type thing. You're in Maine?
You're getting colder. Yeah, Maine, exactly. Thank you.
I was just like feeling that. I was just like looking at that. I'm like, dude, this dude is 100% Northeast. And I was like, this guy like grew up playing lacrosse.
What does Mrs. Featherstone say about your your videos?
Biggest, honestly, like so surprisingly, or not surprisingly, I knew it wasn't going to be a bad reaction because she's like, dude, I could be doing if I was doing anything and she could like see that I'm like enjoying it, like she's fucking on board. But like the most positive, like best case scenario, like the way she found out was hilarious. So she's in like the art world, and there's this gay couple that she's like best friends with, right? And they're sitting out at dinner, and he's fucking scrolling through, and he like something reminded me of him, and he starts mentioning he's like, did you see Jack got 2 million views on a video? And she didn't know I was on social media. And like she like came home and was like cracking up about it and was like, this is awesome. Like my dad was the only one that I was like, he's getting, because in reality at some point, like when I go to get a real job, like it would really suck if they're like, hey, what are all these videos of you getting like hammered? That's what I was expecting him to say. He's like, these are really funny. Like
proud of his son. He's living vicariously through you. You're at college. He's wishing he could go back at 20, 25 years or so and live vicariously
he's a
through you.
legend we went to the same high school and college, and he's like a prominent, like he ripped it way harder than I did in high school and college.
Nice.
And I went to both the same schools. So like, he's not, his whole thing, his thing, and he said this since I was like 8, he's like, there's literally nothing you could come and tell me that you've done that I haven't already done. So like, just like, you don't have to like worry about that.
Yeah.
So you started off by saying, Dad, I was in Thailand. He's like, okay, I didn't mean that much.
I'm like, yeah. So like, I don't know how the hooker got stuck to the ceiling fan. He's just like, all right, I haven't done that.
We draw a line, son. Yeah. We draw a line. So that's Mr. Featherstone and Mrs. Featherstone. Sound like great people. They raised a wonderful young man in yourself, Rusty.
Appreciate that.
Although you have dropped your real name, so just earlier.
I did. I realized that, and I was like, they're not going to notice.
I did. Only because I saw your email.
Oh, yeah. I also sent you my email that just has my full name in it.
That's all right. All right. Well, do you have any questions for us? I feel like we've been stealing your time. We're at 1 hour exactly. So are you?
No, dude. I got. It's actually it's 9:08 right now. We're chilling. Really, actually, had a great time. You guys vibe lived up to your studio's
cool
aesthetic, if you will.
Cool.
Scooter's kind of freaking me out that he knows like everything.
Come on, shoe size. Let's get it.
Oh, you want to go shoe size? Hang on.
Yeah.
Scooter's guessing your shoe size.
Shoe size. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go somewhere between a 10 and an 11.
It's a 10.5. You sick.
You sick.
Wait. Just so people don't like think I'm just going along with this, I'm gonna show the tongue of this shoe.
That is weird as shit.
Also, that's probably the most common shoe size.
Okay, these ones are an 11, but like still, like it's.
He said somewhere between 10 and 11.
It's usually an 11.5 or a 10.5.
That's awesome. This guy's creepy as shit. So.
I've been told that before. I got one question for you. What are the flags behind you? Are those country flags or?
Country flags. All right. I'm actually going to run you through it. So there's only one that means something. These two I just thought looked cool.
Yeah, let's do the.
But so this one's Barbados.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Been there. Beautiful.
You said you were in the Marine Corps, right?
Yeah.
All right, then you're going to love this. So this kid, Louis Dawkins, he's a Marine right now. And hey, Semper Fi, let me tell you. And and in his basement, he had this like massive Barbados flag. And that's where we hung out like our whole, like for like a couple of years. And we call it like the bar. And so we all just have a Barbados flag in our room. And then this one's Central Africa Republic, which obviously has no connection to me. And then that one's Kiribati, which if you put a gun to my head and said, point within 1,000 miles where this country is, I would not be able to do it. So yeah, no, that's that. Those are the flags.
Just a cool looking flag.
It's become like I feel like that's how people like recognize my videos.
Yes,
because like
definitely.
those are always in the flag.
So the one on your right, that is from the bar, and that's from you and your buddies where you would drink beer back in the day, like at high school.
What did you say?
Your high school buddies?
Yeah. We went from him and I went from preschool through senior year together.
Gotcha. So I have something similar to that. It's not a flag, but it was a tattoo where a couple of us friends like made like this group where we thought we were pretty cool, and we called ourselves the Outlaws because we would smoke like these outlaw cigars. So for undercover, we would call it OL, and if anybody asked, we would refer to it as nope. That stands for old ladies. So I got the tattoo. We made a pact. We're all going to get a tattoo, right? We're going to get an OL tattoo, and if anybody asks, it's going to stand for old ladies, but we know it stands for outlaws. So
I
one
should
dude.
get that tatted on, man. For the milfs that you're gonna show me at Crocodiles or
Hey, Crocodiles has really good mozzarella sticks and a great dance floor, so we're not going to go wrong.
That's all you need.
But
if we're talking about grungy places that sneaky have good food, Dancers, which is a strip club, hell of a fillet. Let me tell you, check it out.
Best scrambled eggs you'll ever eat.
The best salmon fillet.
It's like an Entourage when Johnny Drama's like they go to that strip club and Johnny Drama's like they got a hell of a buffet and they get there and he's filling up his plate and then he dumps the plate in. Turtle goes, what happens? He goes, they got downgraded to a B. And Turtle just throws his plate in the fucking buffet.
That's great. So back to Outlaws really quick. I was the only one that got the OL tattoo.
Whoops.
Yeah. And this guy right here was one of the key guys that was supposed to get it. Old Scoot
I don't actually recall that conversation.
Old Scoot Dog, there was like 5 of us. Out of the 5, I'm the only one that's loyal. And I still let these guys know that today. You want to see the tattoo?
So you went and got it on your why wouldn't you go as a group?
I just got back from Iraq and I was going to go get a tattoo.
Because I don't even recall making this pact.
No bullshit.
And
I called BS.
Scooter was just like hammered, being like, "Yeah, I'll get a fucking Outlaws."
I have known this guy since we have been in diapers together, and I would go to hell and back for this guy, and I do not ever remember making that pact.
No, there was 5 of us that made that pact.
You'd go to hell and back, but you wouldn't go to the tattoo parlor.
Hell no, he's Dutch. So if the tattoo was $100, he wouldn't want to spend that $100 unless if I bought it for him.
So who's the big Elvis guy? We got 2 Elvis things in frame, or 3 actually. I see that tiny little mannequin in the back. Is that 3?
He's asking about the Elvis. Well, there's
I can see 2 that are clearly Elvis. Who's the big Elvis guy?
I am.
What's your favorite Elvis song?
Favorite Elvis song?
Thought about a man by his favorite Elvis song. Let me tell you.
So mine is
there's so many of them because I mean you have different genres of Elvis in itself.
All right, I'm going.
What if you could if okay.
I mean, because you got
let's go mellow Elvis songs. That's such a specific genre. I think no. Actually, no. In general, you got one Elvis song. You can only listen to one more, and then you're done. What are you listening to?
Suspicious Minds.
Wow.
No, but so my favorite Elvis is Karate Elvis. First of all, Karate Elvis. And then you're going. I really like In the Ghetto.
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! That was what I was gonna say.
Really?
It was gonna be that, or it was gonna be either The Ghetto or Are You Lonesome Tonight?
I really like Are You Lonesome Tonight only because I really like the that like solo in the middle. Dun 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 dun. I'm probably stepping on some copyright infringements right there.
It goes that accurate.
It is hotter than a whore in church in here, bro.
Yeah. Whew. Well, let's.
You should use this one from now on. I'll leave you with this. This is my new favorite one. It's hotter than 2 rats fucking in a wool sock.
That's a good one.
How about when you see someone that's ugly and you say that's uglier than twisted cougar shit? I like that one. But that one's been around for a while, so. All right, Rusty. Hey, we're going to let you get going. We appreciate you coming on and entertaining us, joining us, talking about your stardom, your viral stardom.
I feel a little special now.
Yeah, you're like the second most famous person we've had on this podcast. The other guy the first would probably be the hot, crazy Matrix guy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can't top that.
But that guy was legit. He's a lawyer out of Tennessee, and good dude. And that
Thanks
was like
so much for having me, fellas.
Welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. Guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. Today, all right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. Welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score. All right, guys, welcome back to Rusty Ranks Beers, where I pick a brand, drink 12 of them, and then give it a score.
Hey everyone, I am here to tell you about a business owned by my good friend John Hyder. It's called Silo Hill Web. Silo Hill Web is a web design and internet marketing agency in the Treasure Valley of Idaho. They offer everything from custom web design to social media marketing. It doesn't matter if you live in Idaho or here in California. Silo Hill Web can help you succeed in the digital marketing landscape. Check him out at www.silohillweb.com.
This show is brought to you by Grossi Electric. Grossi Electric Inc. strives to provide customers with quality service for all electrical, automation, and design needs. The scope of their projects include, but are not limited to, irrigation, agricultural and food processing, packaging, solar energy, and everyday electrical solutions. With a wide range of customers throughout California, Grossi Electric is your go-to source for all your electrical and automation needs. Grossi Electric is located at 2020 Main Street in Escalon. Office hours are 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Give them a call at 209-821-6733.
At Grossi Electric, they strive to provide.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I got my headphones on.
Are we back?
Yes.
We're back. We're back, folks. Back, wakey, and no more breaky. And we want to thank Rusty Ranks Beers for coming on the podcast earlier. That was pretty legitness. He did that all within a matter of like a few days of me reaching out, in contact, and us having this podcast here tonight. So on Good Friday. So thought that was pretty cool. It all happened very smoothly. Like I said earlier, he's got upper management written all over him.
Yeah,
so he's in good hands.
I'd agree.
So we're coming back. We're gonna do a little, I don't know. We're gonna do a little taste test. All three of us have the same beer. It's called Total Rehop DDHD IPA. Do you know what that means?
No dipper.
So the DIPA is double IPA, but I have no idea what the DDH is.
So then, where is it made? It says it somewhere on the back.
Oakdale, bud.
Oakdale, bud. Freaking Oakdale. We go into the H bar. Battered Beaver, the Beaver H bar.
Oh, the DIPA is double IPA
Yeah, I got that.
because it's a double IPA.
But I don't know what the DDH is. Hops, double something other hops.
So it says Grains of Virtue Brewing Company, 832 North Yosemite Avenue, Oakdale. They have a Facebook and an Instagram, and we're gonna open it right now. And this is once again one of the beers that Josh and Ed brought over, so let's give it a cracky. Oh, I got beer all over my foamy thing.
Very torpedo Sierra Nevada tasting.
Very, very thick.
Oh, it's a thick beer. It's a man beer.
What's the percentage on this?
8.
8. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Make you a man.
But it's not like super bitter. That's actually
it's good. It's good.
Put that mic up in your mouth a little bit.
In my mouth.
There you go. It's good. It's got good flavor.
It's your classic Amarillo, Simcoe, and Citra hops that we all love and appreciate.
And I'm very, very familiar with.
Yeah,
very classic,
familiar.
classic blend.
It's like right up my alley.
Yeah.
After 18 Coors Lights, I just like to
Down smooth.
dabble in the DD IPA.
After about 18 John Elways, I'm feeling good.
By the way, Rusty Ranks Beers, if you're listening, we wanted to rename. If you ever do the ranking of Coors Heavies with the yellow
Originals.
bellies, the banquet beers, Cowboy Chris has personally renamed them the John Elways. Not the gainers of the yellow bellies, but the John Elways.
You gotta drink a couple of Elways, bud. Hang with the boys and drink a few Elways.
You guys going to the bar? Let's get a couple Elways down the hatch, yeah? Let's go to the Beaver.
I like it.
Go to the Beaver, get an Elway. Not going to Cow Track. My mom and dad go there. So, for some of you that are listening, that's some local bars in Oakdale. Kind of a stereotype.
Gotta drink some Elways.
But we are enjoying the Total Rehop. And it's not bad. It's a little thick. It's a little bit dark for me, but I'm going for it. So,
I actually like it. It's pretty good.
yeah, I like the colorful label.
Total Rehop.
The colors, the blue, the green.
They're vibrant.
I thought it was more like a marijuana leaf or like an asparagus or something, but is that like what?
It's a hop.
It's a hop inside of a hop shell
with some like a hole and it's blasting out. Amarillo.
Citra.
Just juices. Okay, cool.
Anyways, folks, if you're going through Oakdale, stop in, grab yourself a Total Rehop DDH DIPA. Not sure what that means.
Yeah,
again.
nice and citrusy. It's not super bitter.
Yeah.
It's got a nice bite.
I would like to see Rusty Ranks Beers do 12 of these.
Oh, bro.
Fresh squeezed crushability, my friends.
It's kind of getting me where I want to go.
It's got a nice crushability.
I like what it's doing.
He'd have to start a GoFundMe for that ambulance ride to go get his stomach pumped.
12 of these.
Yeah.
So if you did Bud Light Platinums and he said he blacked out on 12 of those, this is worse than the Bud
Yeah,
Light?
because those were what, 6%? These are
I think that's what it
8%.
was.
And these are actually these are 16-ounce cans. These aren't 12s.
Well, then he would have to drink the equivalent of
Probably like 8.
8 of them to equal.
Either way, bro, it'd be an ambulance ride.
Would you rather take 12 shots of whiskey or 12 of these?
Whiskey.
Yeah, I'm going with whiskey because that's going to be a quick throw up. This one will hang with you.
Yeah, this looks like a headache tomorrow.
12 shots of whiskey? Yeah, I'll just pour that into a glass and just sip it all night. 12 of these and I'm...
12 shots. That's why they call him the cowboy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Coming in here hot with Spurs jangling. Jingle jangle.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, I heard about the 20-year Pendleton night.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually video proof of that.
Yeah, that was a,
That's a bad night.
Hey,
that was a good one.
That's some good whiskey.
Yeah, that was Pendleton. I looked at it. It was like a $130 bottle of
Easy.
Pendleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had it before?
Oh, yeah.
You have?
It's delicious.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my dad's favorites, and whenever I stop by, we'll
Have a dabble.
have a little
6 shots or 2.
A little
glassy
COVID killer
glass.
shot.
And I wouldn't even call it a shot. You gotta grab a glass and pose them in.
So you drink it.
couple fingers and just sip on
So
it.
do you drink it neat or you drink it on the rocks?
Neat.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how you.
I don't mess around.
That's the key to that man beard you got going on.
That's a whole nother level.
Hey, and I'm not ashamed of the regular Pendleton either. That's a good sipping whiskey too. Hey, think it's like $35 for a handle.
Yeesh. Yeah. It's better than the old Jack Daniels that we grew up with.
Oh,
It's way better than Jack. Come on.
Jack Daniels
That
gives me
lured me
the cold, the
But
chills.
speaking of blacking out, enough of that whiskey, and whiskey will make you black out.
No, for sure.
or fight
Easy.
people.
Or puke.
I black out before that happens.
Before you
And
puke.
then maybe I fight people. I'd have no idea.
And then
I think I don't.
how about puke?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
Puking
But on a regular, keeping it cool, gonna sip a little whiskey. It's great.
after work with the old man, the popskis.
Yeah, have a couple sippies.
Enjoy the weather outside.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a cigar over there at all?
No smoke. Oh, by the way, speaking of, Cowboy Chris, as of St. Patty's Day, which was what, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
I'm 1 year nicotine free.
Ooh, congratulations.
Oh, where's the hype horn? Yeah,
I got it right there.
thank you.
Well, that's pretty. That's pretty
impressive.
neat.
Yeah,
That's
one
very
whole
impressive.
year under the belt.
1 year. That was in your daily rotation too.
So yeah, I was a pack-a-dayer. So no ciggies, no vapes, none of that baloney.
None of that nonsense. You just got it out of your system.
And folks, listen to this. Can you hear all the oxygen coming in?
Oh yeah, we heard it. I heard it at least. I know that. Damn.
I think Meemaw, who's in the cemetery, heard that.
Can you hear all the oxygen that is filling my lungs these days?
Hey, do you feel a difference? Do you
I
feel
really
better?
do, though. All joking aside, it was the best decision I ever made.
You know, cigarette?
Why not? Why not?
You know, when in Rome.
One marble.
Let's
It's been 1 year.
just see how I feel.
Let's put myself through another ringer, right? Let's put myself to the test. Little discipline.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Good for you.
Almost 20 years. Yeah,
20 years of what? Smoking?
pretty much.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
hi yo.
Come on, man.
Oh, no, not that one. Not that one.
Boy. Oh, easy, Rod.
One of those worked.
Easy, Rod.
20 years of smoking in your 1 year. That's a feat. That's
Yeah.
good. Good for you.
Feels good.
I bet. You doing any exercising, running since you already?
Other than just working.
Not that quitting smoking isn't enough.
Yeah.
All right, that's the
I got to
next.
take it up a level.
That's
Al-
the next step.
Although you said with your new job, you're getting like 10,000 steps a day or something crazy.
Yeah, at least. Though I'm not sure this Fitbit thing is. A lot of the guys, they have like their phones keep track, and I feel like my Fitbit is always double what theirs say.
Oh.
So it might be like someone that I'm working beside all day, and I'm like, okay, we should be pretty close in steps. And theirs will be half of mine. And I'm thinking, is the Fitbit going a little nuts?
Well, your Fitbit is set just to count your steps.
But it's on my wrist, so what's it really counting?
Do you think that maybe their isn't working the whole time? Their phone.
I don't know. It's been a consistent phenomena, if you will. Like everybody who's like, "Oh, this many steps today." I'm like, "Yeah, mine's double." Am I really walking 12 freaking miles?
So with the Fitbit, if
Like
you're
today, 18,455. That can't be right.
that's a lot of steps.
But how many of those were dunking on the old basketball hoop?
Oh yeah. Chris was out there earlier
We
on
were
the break.
hooping a little bit.
Throwing the leather down.
We were hooping, and then we were eating a little pizza, and Chris was draining. They used to call them nails.
They did. True fact.
Actually, no, he was telling us, though, that they used to call them what? Red cock?
What?
Remember you said that at your job they're using
Fire.
fire cock. Sorry, I don't.
For those who are listening that know what caulking is, like a silicone, latex.
CAULK.
Hard AU.
This is a hard ALUK caulk. Anyway, this is like a fire stopping caulking measure.
Well, the reason why it came up was
We're really going down a rabbit hole here.
Well, the reason why it came up is because my wife said something like it was a man geyser. and the cowboy goes, that used to be my nickname in high school. Which I thought was pretty funny. That was like on the cuff, just like really quick. Like
boom, right out the gate.
Yeah, she said it, and you're like, my old nickname from high school. And I would have never put that together, so that's why I thought it was hilarious. Anyways, hey, how are you guys enjoying these? How are you guys enjoying these double IPAs?
They're delicious.
Sonky looks like he's falling asleep. Are these those type of beers that'll make you fall asleep? A little heavier?
Oh, they're heavier. You drink enough of them, they'll make you go to sleep.
Yeah, but like give you that full feeling in your tummy.
Oh, they'll give you a full feeling at 8%.
I'm not looking for that. I just had 4 pieces of pizza. I'm not looking for a full feeling, but I guess less is more, right? So shouldn't have had that 4th piece.
Yeah, this is a pretty big barley sandwich.
So this is like my 5th piece of pizza.
5th and a half.
Oh yeah, this is a couple slices of za.
Speaking of half, I was very impressed with Scooter's predictions of Rusty Ranks beers. He
pretty damn on point.
He nailed like where he was from, what his hobbies were, his nationality, right? And then his shoe size.
Something like that.
That was right out the gate. I thought that's a bold step to predict that. And then he just one after another nailed it. The 10 to 11 thing,
blood
he
type.
Said, should have done blood type. The 10 to 11 thing, that was a whole nother level. Like anywhere between 10 and 11. And he said 10 and a half. That was like right on the money.
Favorite food?
He's a spaghetti. I bet you he's a raviolis guy.
Oh, man.
Sonky? Sorry, Scooter?
Oh, man, I'm going to have to think about that one.
Raviolis.
We talking about like at home, or are we talking about like Florida?
Oh, home-cooked mom's meal. Mrs. Featherstone's mom meal. Mrs. Featherstone's home-cooked meal. You think she makes like a crazy casserole? But Italians aren't into casseroles. They're more into like a good ravioli with some
ravioli, spaghetti, something very
noodly, pasta-y.
Or here's
fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah, fettuccinis. Or since he's up in the Northeast, they got a lot of crab, a lot of lobster, something. I don't know.
Oh, probably like
a little lobster tail or like a little
crab cake.
A little crab cake. I bet you he can crush a crab cake. Or a crab cake.
What if it's like crab-filled raviolis? They make those? Ooh, did I just hit some? Alfieri over here?
Whoa, ooh, that's another name. What about a baked crab cannelloni?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even think that's real, but let's...
it sounded good.
Have to Google that. Somebody's...
I think they got like,
Cowboy Chris's crab cannelloni.
That's a lot of C's.
Crab cannelloni.
Cowboy Chris's
is that what it is?
crab cannelloni.
Cannelloni? I don't know.
Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe.
It's cantaloupe and cannelloni.
Abalone. Hey everyone, we're here today to talk to you about Row Refrigeration. Row Refrigeration is a California licensed contractor specializing in commercial refrigeration. If you have a convenience store or manage a grocery store and you have walk-in coolers where guys reach in to, maybe grab a 6-pack of sodas or something, but then everything goes wrong and it breaks and nobody wants to come back into your store because your sodas are warm, well, Row Refrigeration would be perfect for you. Or maybe you have a business with ice machines or cold storage. Even if you're in the ag industry or restaurant business, Row Refrigeration is your one call to fix all. So give John Rowe a call. Grab a pen, grab some paper. His phone number is 209-483-2814. I'm going to say that one more time. 209-483-2814. 483-2814. He's there for all your refrigeration needs. California license number 1056216.
Got some things to move. You call Cal Freight. Refrigerated or dry food. Cal Freight. Pick up the dang old phone and call Cal Freight.
California Freight, a family-owned and operated business since 1989. Located right here in California's Central Valley. And just like our military, they're serving this country nationwide. Cal Freight takes pride in all their loads, coast to coast, no matter what you need delivered, whether it's food, beverage, dry goods, or anything in bulk. They're making sure that load's delivered on time. Let's face it, your customers are their customers too. So call Cal Freight, 209-599-5418. Hey, it never hurts to get an extra bid.
Call Cal Freight. Cal Freight. You know I'm calling Cal Freight. Call Cal Freight.
Okay, so let's get on the next subject that we wanted to talk about, and that was childhood movies. You want to go childhood movies or the dude that used to rock the quads at Roller King when everybody else was in line?
When the big switch happened.
The big.
Let's do the roller skate since we're rolling on through.
There you go. Yeah, I like that. So we all remember that guy at Roller King through our childhood, whether it be a birthday party or just a summer event at the roller rink. But there was that dude that would rock the quads.
Just slaying it out there.
And at that time, inlines.
That's 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Fast on the outside, slow on the inside.
Yep.
At that time, though, quads were getting pushed out of the way.
Obsolete, not cool, whatever adjective you want to use.
Not to mention that the quads were a brown, leathery shoe.
Good solid shoe.
With
good ankle support.
Yeah.
With
killer stitching.
With orange, huge wheels.
Had to go with the orange wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
They were the faster ones, of course.
Yeah.
Good bearings. Good grip.
And you know this guy went home and like greased those things with like his own like little graphite concoction. Like he ain't buying no store bought.
No.
Like he had his own little concoction.
He'd repack his bearings after every outing.
Like
get home, repack the bearings.
The reason they had the slow it's not a slow dance, but the little slow rolls.
Yeah, slow skate time.
To let those bearings cool down.
Right, because he was burning them up.
Oh, he was burning them up.
You think he brought some extra ones just to like let those ones cool down and put some new ones on?
No, I think he knew his time framing where it was like, all right, slow down. So I'm gonna have to let these ladies, get a feel for the other guys.
Yeah. I never liked that guy during red light, green light because he could stop on a dime.
Oh yeah.
And he could go like that.
Or he just had to flex on you doing like, the backwards skate. Like, really, bro? I'm trying not to smash into the wall and you got to pull out some, backwards skate shenanigans.
Well, what if he did
Outta here,
red
bro.
light, green light backwards and still beat us?
Probably.
Yeah.
I was that guy who was using the wall as like a friction stop.
And let's all say whoever decided to put carpet on that wall, thank you.
Thank you very much.
It was a little deceiving because it was harder than it looked, but still, it broke my fall a few times.
Oh yeah,
I had a couple kneecaps in there.
The rug burns you would have, man, on your forearms from just rubbing out. Like, please, like, don't
just
let
using your elbow as a break on that wall.
You're like, oh, it's so hot. But it was better than wipe it out in front of your girl, though.
Yeah, because you could play it off all cool.
Oh yeah,
like,
you'd be
my
like,
elbow
oh, I'm
was
good,
on
bro.
fire.
I'm good. I didn't fall, did I?
But how many times did we fall and just eat shit and like hurt so bad? And you're trying to show off a little bit. You're getting kind of smooth with it, but roller skating, roller blading at home in your driveway is different than being on that smooth surface.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Built for speed.
100%. So falling in front of all your friends at like cadets Calvinettes night, or which would be equivalent to
Or
Boy Scout,
breaking
Girl
the
Scout.
chain, being the person who, because everybody would like lock up and like
breaking the
skate,
chain.
and you're the one who
Or-
slipped.
Or,
You don't want to
and
be
this
that guy.
was that
Or gal.
guy who would do the whole little duck under the chain. Remember? He was
That's
that
the
guy.
dude with the
That's
quads.
the guy. That's the dude with the quads.
He just like
Just burning those bearings
So-
up.
out of the way.
Like,
He
too
like
slow.
do the splits and like slide under you like.
Hot soup.
He
coming
might even
through.
take your girl as he broke the chain.
And he probably requested the song at the same time.
Oh,
So-
100%.
He would kneel on that one wheel or that one leg, that one foot with the roller skate on it, and then stick the other one out just to kind of like show off
Yeah.
and let the bottom two wheels.
Was it really his leg, or was it really, him just showing off?
Could have been.
Could have been. I don't know.
Dude
Like-
also had the highest score on Miss Pac-Man.
Oh,
Same-
dude.
same guy.
For sure. And was also crushing the salted pretzel with cheese.
Yep.
He probably went to the concession stands and got that huge pickle out of the jar.
Donna, my usual, please. Thank you.
Red rope and a dill pickle.
Red rope. Oh, man. Dude, do they even make those anymore? I haven't seen those.
They have to make those.
I don't know. I haven't seen those.
Okay, red rope. There was the big pickles. There was the nacho boats.
They had the nacho boats. They
Which were
had
delicious.
the hot dogs there. Icies.
Icy. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with the icy.
Mm-hmm. Never go wrong with the icy.
Or you get the soda and you do the suicide. We walk up, a little bit of every single
Yeah.
one.
Did they have the pink popcorn bricks?
Yeah, I think so. You're right.
Did
Also-
they? I don't remember
also
them.
who-
Yeah.
I don't remember them having Shawnee snacks there.
Who likes those?
I've seen
Shawnee.
one grown man eat those. But
I've never known anybody to eat those.
You bring up a good point.
You went to school.
You accidentally buy it one time, take a bite, and go like, "Yeah, nope."
You mean before or after you broke the filling in your tooth?
Right?
Maybe they're really good. Did you guys ever have one?
Yeah,
I've had them, and they're disgusting.
I had a bite, and it's kind of
They're like compressed. It's not even like the carnival, like where it's like, oh, it's still good because it's like loose. Like these were like compacted.
I feel like this is a Rice Krispie treat, but with popcorn. And then they made it pink or blue or purple. Remember, because they also came in blue and purple.
right. That's what I thought too. It was like it's gonna be like a Rice Krispie treat, but it was not.
No,
A
far
different
from it.
kind of sweet. I think that I was not prepared for.
So you guys didn't get that, and you probably didn't get the pickles either.
No,
I'm not a.
and I was a red.
Pickles.
I was a
Okay.
red. I was a red rope.
We'll go
Slash
down.
red vine.
We'll go down the rabbit hole with
Pickles. At the
pickles.
butcher's.
Are you going sweet or dill?
Oh, dill all the way. If you're eating sweet, and it's not relish.
Dill 100%.
Okay, I'm a dill guy,
If you're-
1,000%. But the other day, I went to Costco, and I got the big, huge bread and butter ones.
Oh no, you didn't.
I didn't know that means sweet pickles.
Yeah, bread and butter's nasty.
They're actually not bad. I had a few. Although I pulled them out last week and I had the family over and my dad's like, what the heck is this?
Well, the thing is, you think you're going to, a dill pickle. And when you're thinking dill and you bite into a bread and butter or a sweet pickle,
yeah,
you are sadly mistaken.
It's a crime.
it is.
But they have that little tint, that color to it. So you kind of know if it's going to be that.
What are they, more like yellow than
Yeah, they're
green?
a little yellower.
There's nothing worse than like when you ask for pickles, like like at the backyard barbecue, and they're like, oh, you want pickles? Yeah, I want pickles. Sorry. And then you bite into it thinking it's going to be dill and it's sweet, and you're like,
But I'm okay with regular sweet relish on a hot dog. For some reason, that's
see,
okay.
I'm not a relish person really at all, but man,
because I think the
dill
mustard
pickles.
comes through and like offsets
That bite?
sweet- Yeah,
Could
because
be.
I do the trifecta. I'm like ketchup, mustard, relish
Nothing better
on a hot dog.
than the Costco dog, ketchup, mustard, and the onions.
They don't serve mayonnaise there.
I don't do mayonnaise on hot dogs, bro. Mayo on a hamburger all day long. Mayo on a hot dog, not gonna happen.
I haven't done that yet.
What? The Costco dog?
No, mayo. I've done Costco dogs. Come on.
No.
Bro, come on.
You thought I knew you better than that.
We couldn't be friends if you didn't eat a Costco dog.
So you've never tried mayonnaise?
I haven't done the mayo on the Costco dog.
There's
a dog in general.
There's a couple different combos that really take you where you want to go, take you to Flavor Town. It's mayonnaise with mustard, mayonnaise with barbecue sauce, and just kind of keep it at that.
I don't know.
Or
man.
if you're feeling
They work
kind of,
hand in hand. I get it.
if you're feeling really
can see
American,
it, though.
you
I
could
can
just
see
do
it.
mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard.
But I'll put mayonnaise on a bologna sandwich, and bologna and hot dogs I feel like are cousins.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Right?
I'll give you that. I'll
They're
give
cut
you that.
from
They're
the same
cousins.
cloth.
Right. So
Or the same butthole.
though if I'm the same cheek and gland or whatever the
Whatever
heck
they
it is.
throw through it.
Same hoof. But yeah, so the other day,
I was going to say something else, but it's super bad. Anyway.
I kind of know where you're going with
Sure.
that. The other day, though, I was feeling like the hankering for like a hot dog with mayonnaise. So I went to Costco. I got the $1.50 with the soda.
Oh, yeah. When you showed up and you were
dude.
sadly mistaken
That they don't have condiments.
that they don't have freaking condiments. I ran into the same problem last time I
They do have
went.
some condiments. Like I was there a couple weeks ago with the kids.
Do you want a cup of it? That's
Yeah.
not the application of the...
Thank you. There's something about that stainless
pump.
steel. The stainless
pump.
steel pump has
Put a little too much on.
Like, oh, here, I'll give you a cup of it.
Yeah,
no.
nice.
Okay, cool.
So what I did,
Half of it lands in your lap when you try to squeeze it onto your hot dog.
So what I did though, and it didn't work out to my favor because I thought it was going to be better than this. I went to Interlock. There's like an AM PM right down the road, and I walked in
With your Costco hot dog.
I left the Costco dog in the truck.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Hold up, I need to dress this puppy up real quick.
You guys got a bathroom?
Oh look, someone's stealing something.
I promise I'll buy something.
But I
Buy a 25-cent pack of Wrigley's. And
I grabbed 2 mayonnaise, 2 ketchup, 2 mustard. And I used those, just not the same though.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same.
out of the pump.
No. And I think I enjoy, there's like something about it that I enjoy complaining that they don't serve mayonnaise with their hot dogs. Now there's something even more to it. They don't have any condiments.
So do they normally have
Thanks,
mayonnaise
COVID.
in the...
No, they don't have mayonnaise in there because they have.
So you have to come in with your own mayonnaise if you're...
They have in the little dispensers. They have mustard, deli mustard, ketchup, onions,
Relish.
and relish. And then if you want sauerkraut, you got to get it at the front counter.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, you know your condiments at
Oh,
Costco.
I know my Costco
Honestly,
dogs.
I've finally grown into some kraut too. Kraut's good on a dog.
You're right. It is.
It can't. No, it is good on dogs, but you got to make sure you get good like sauerkraut. If you get stuff that's
But
like
I feel
been
like
out
it's
for a
kraut
day,
or relish. It's one or the other. You can't do both.
I'm onion, just ketchup, mustard, onions.
So you like
That's a good all American classic.
you like the texture of those onions where they're chopped
Little
big
diced
and
ones?
crunchy?
Yes. Oh, all day long.
Really?
All day long.
That makes a hot dog for me.
That's my turnoff.
Oh, you're wrong. You
I
are
just
wrong.
won't put onions on it.
Oh,
Now
onion.
don't.
If I had my druthers, it would be a finely diced.
What's druthers?
My preference.
Oh,
It's a fancy word.
I guess.
Welcome to YuSkool Podcast, where you're going to learn new words.
It would behoove you.
The only one thing of an educational thing that you'll pull from this podcast is maybe learning a new word in your vocabulary.
Once again, folks, I did not go to college.
But I would like a more finely diced, fine diced onion on the
Right.
dog.
I don't blame you. Yeah, that's,
Though if you're going like no onion, you're crazy. You gotta.
it's 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch is what I feel like is the shape, the size.
good size.
1/4 inch by 1/4 inch.
I'd say it's about 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch from Costco. Dude,
you
they're
start
good.
creeping into 3/8 land.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Come on, bro.
What's
Choke
happening?
on a piece of onion.
I didn't want onion, or I didn't want a hot dog with my onion.
Sometimes it's how you can use that small boat rather than having a large boat.
So wow, that's
Interesting.
deep.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Some bitch. I didn't know I was going to get educated.
Huh? Well,
druthers.
your college education, your college career was what, about an hour and a half?
As long as it takes you to get the cold sweats and trying to choke down a puke for a little while. Yep.
That's about an hour. That's
Give or
definitely
take.
about an hour.
So you were saying earlier tonight that you had, what'd you have for dinner? Something crazy?
I had crazy. It was just hamburgers and hot dogs, but I crushed 4 hamburgers and a hot dog.
I mean, quantity,
I guess it's a lot.
Are we talking like how big are these hamburgers?
It's the Costco. What are those? 3rd pounds?
yeah, the frozen ones.
4. That's a good amount. That's
4, and then I think it was a Johnsonville like little hot dog.
How thick?
Just the normal standard hot dog size.
So you
Not
won't be
a
dropping
Costco
a deuce
dog.
till Monday. Then. I'm kidding.
I'm kidding, but I'm not.
But
There's a difference
seriously.
with that. There's a difference with that, though. Did you do 4 different hamburgers or 4 patties with one
No,
bun?
4 different hamburgers.
Oh, boy. That's like a loaf of bread with all that meat.
It's about
that's
half.
how I would do it if I was going to eat 4 burgers. I don't like the stacking them up too much meat. It's the proportion.
If you're going to stack them, 2's the limit.
Yeah.
2's the limit. Once you go over 2, like you're compensating for something.
We barbecuing? Are you doing smash burgers?
Oh, those are just a little simple barbecue.
Like briquettes, gas, smoke. Gas.
I got a smoker and I've got like the gas barbecue.
You're not a Weber guy?
It takes too long.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, a lot of times now smoking meat, that's a different story. But like when you go to like barbecue hamburgers, it's usually like
I'm hungry. Give me some heat. Let's make some.
It's the kids are like, oh, Dad, I'm hungry. It's like, all right, well, I'll go throw some burgers on the queue.
No one knows that pain of being hungry when you light the briquettes and then how hungry you are when the food's actually done. You're like, your stomach has already eaten a portion of your back or some of your ribs, and you're not hungry anymore.
Dad, when are the burgers going to be ready? Like, hey, the coals are still in the chimney. Hold on, I'm about to throw them on the grill and get that preheated. Then I'm going to clean the grates.
Yeah. Oh, and then you got
You don't want to eat on a dirty grate, do you, son?
45 minutes later, and we're throwing them on now.
You can smell the lighter fluid still on. You're like,
no, you don't. You don't use lighter fluid. You got to use old newspaper in the chimney.
In the chimney, I just discovered that recently. That's a good little trick.
Oh yeah, that's the way to go.
I was the douse with
lighter fluid.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
It gets that lighter fluid
taste.
taste.
Do the old chimney.
I like that. That's quick. It's easy, and
no, it's not quick. It's still got to. I think a full chimney probably takes 15 to 20 minutes to finally heat up before you dump it.
You think? 20? Yeah.
15 or
dude,
20.
By the time you get the charcoal or the lighter fluid burned off and you get the coals like hot where they're just like not on fire, they're just like got the heat. Oh, it's at least 20 minutes.
Did I tell you guys I did a full turkey this year on the Weber? On the
Yeah.
barbecue?
Yes.
I went full turkey. It was like a 21-pound turkey on the bigger spectrum of turkeys.
Yeah.
21-pounder, I think it was.
On a Weber?
On a Weber.
That's the entire Weber.
But I've done about 4 of them now. So several different.
So what's your charcoal setup in there? Are you doing the ring?
No. I'm doing half the bag of briquettes.
He's doing a big old pile.
So I'll do the chimney, dump it in. Then you pour the rest of the bag, like until it's half of the bag out. Put them on top of that.
Let it burn down.
Let them burn a little bit. So then I'm taking my turkey. I'm putting it on one of those big turkey aluminum tray things.
Yeah.
And I'm setting it inside. And then, let's see, do I wrap it? I don't wrap it. I just let it sit for exactly 2 hours. Now,
Your whole turkey?
Yes.
In 2 hours?
Now, here's the trick.
You put a lot of heat in that Weber, though.
The air vents on the bottom have to be open no more than half.
Yeah, otherwise you'll burn that stuff too quick.
Right around half, and then the vent on top, I'm talking maybe half as well.
Okay.
So you want to match it. And 2 hours later, like clockwork, you have a beautifully cooked and delicious smoked that tastes like little slice of heaven turkey for Thanksgiving.
You know what would make that even better? A wild turkey. I'm telling you, brother, you eat a wild turkey, you will never eat a store-bought turkey again.
Oh, wild turkey.
Oh, bro. You have no idea.
And you've killed wild turkey?
I have.
Yeah. How many have you killed?
I've killed a few. I've smoked a couple, which is a way to go because it's definitely a lot leaner than, your store-bought birds.
So do you tell your family you're cooking
So the first time I told some, but not most, because unfortunately some people get this like, oh, it's a wild animal. They get that weird, like, oh, I can't eat it. It's
still
gross.
an animal. I mean, what's
no,
the
I know,
difference
but like,
between that and
but some people get that weird, like, oh, that's gross. So I didn't tell those people, and
until they found a bullet.
There were a couple little BBs in there.
just chew carefully.
But when I didn't tell anyone who it was, the first plate of meat that went was that wild turkey. And they said, "Who cooked this?" I said, "Yeah." They're like, "Where did you get this?" Because this was like absolutely amazing. And then of course, once you tell them like, "Oh yeah, it's a wild turkey," and then it's like, it's like, oh, like just stop.
I guess I don't understand like what the.
Some people get that weird.
I would rather have been raised in a weird, like factory or not.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. People get
not
that
in the natural way that turkeys live.
And I'm telling you,
Eating the
man,
natural food.
Like I'm not
yeah.
like that vegan.
The whole reason why we eat turkeys in the first place.
Yeah, I'm not like that vegan or like that health food eater. But I mean, I'm telling you, man, it don't get more natural than that. There's no preservatives. There's no antibiotics. Like this is the stuff that your families ate while they were coming to California.
Yeah,
it was good enough for them. They lived.
I only ate butterball turkeys in 1750. Or Foster Farms.
Our family ate butterball.
My great grandfather ate butterball. My grandfather ate butterball. It was good enough for my father, and it's damn well good enough for me. I'm a butterball guy. But in my turkey, though, just to let you know, I didn't really do anything crazy. Just like 2 sticks of
like a butter,
and then underneath the skin, you pull that skin up, and then you tuck in a mixture of butter and garlic, salt, and pepper.
Perfect.
And just kind of
keep it simple.
Yep.
Simple, man. You start getting too crazy with it.
Yeah.
It just.
I did inject quite a bit though too.
Well, you got to put the skin on it because then you get that nice brown, crisp skin.
And it keeps the moisture in.
100%.
Yeah, but you kind of like shot it like brine type of stuff.
Yeah, just like inject a couple pumps here and there. Mm-hmm. You can always tell where that meat was injected when you're eating it just because it tastes a little, got that flavor, that salty flavor.
See, and the nice thing about a wild turkey, it's all that wild taste.
Really?
You can't describe it until you've eaten it. When you eat a store-bought turkey, it's got like that kind of, don't get me wrong, like I still enjoy like a store-bought turkey, but it has like that water kind of salt. Like you can just kind of tell it's not natural. You eat a wild turkey, it's not gamey. It's hard to describe. It has a rich taste to it. Like when you bite in, it's like, wow, there's something here. It's not just kind of like that watery, salty solution. Like,
right. And they pump them up so that they can sell them.
Oh yeah,
for
because
more, of the weight.
Because of the weight. I'm telling you, man, you eat a wild turkey, man, you will never go anywhere else. Actually, I think I went with my nephew last year. He's got one in the freezer. Maybe one of these days we'll have
drink some wild turkey.
Yeah.
Drink wild turkey while
you'll be getting to where you're
turkey.
going, or what was the?
It's going to get you where you want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be walking around with like a musket. Where did you go to shoot your wild turkey? Foster Farms.
Yeah, I got the one that escaped. No, it was up by Valley Springs up there. They're out there. I mean, they are so plentiful up there.
You're allowed to just walk around and shoot turkeys?
Well, I mean, if it's public land, unfortunately up there, most of it's not public land. I had a guy that I knew.
So you had to ask somebody permission?
Yeah. There are some public areas like up in the reservoirs up there, like, New Malone is a little bit past Valley Springs, but you got that. You've got New Hogan and Comanche and all those. And, a lot of that's BLM land. Not that BLM, but Bureau of Land Management. And as long as it's on public ground, yeah, and it's turkey season.
Not to be mixed up with the other BLM.
I was confused with effort.
See, thank you. But man, I'm telling you, you have a wild turkey.
Well, they have their own turkeys, huh? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, they do.
So does it make you feel like you're living in some other land?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, there's something about eating something you killed that, like, there's just like a different degree of satisfaction. Like I earned this. Not like, oh, I went there and I
it's
bought
the
it.
hunt and
Same thing with like reloading ammo. I reload my own ammo. There's something about doing it yourself that like you knew way back when your ancestors did it. And it's like you see your work pay off, I guess you could say. And it's kind of like it's way more fun shooting your own reloaded ammo than just going to the store getting, some store-bought ammo. Like there's something about like, yeah, I did that.
I've never had that satisfaction.
Well,
never ate a wild turkey and never reloaded my own ammo.
You know where the house is, brother.
First time for everything. Little wild turkey with that wild turkey, and then we'll go shoot some guns.
We're going to have our YuSkool hunting trip.
Ooh.
Come on, guys. Follow me. It's in somebody's like private land.
That no trespassing sign, that's not for us.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
That little
That's
sign,
just a suggestion.
We went to my in-laws, and they have wild turkey walking all around. They're up by Sugar Pine, and there's wild turkey walking through the hills through there and through the pine trees. And there was this group of like 4 or 5 turkeys walking through, but there was this one that was walking through, and he had an arrow coming right out of his ass. probably about 1.5 foot. I don't know how long an actual arrow is, but there was probably about this much sticking out.
They're pretty long.
And I thought to myself,
how long has it been?
It had to have been in for quite a while and just like not hurt him. But like he's going to live the rest of his life with an arrow in him. And he must be used to it. He can sleep like that. He can eat. He can digest food. I mean, he was just walking around like nothing was wrong. Like he didn't have an arrow sticking out of his ass.
Helps with my aerodynamics.
But
Oh, boy.
So one other thing that we talked about this week was,
and I'm not being good with my boards.
One other thing that we talked about this week was smells and different smells that we can get in candles. And we came across a thing this week. Remember
We talking like bathroom candles, or we talking like those candles?
Don't wink at me like that. That's weird. He gave me the wink. What other kind of candles are there? Bed Bath and Beyond?
Sure, we'll go with
Bath
that.
and Body Works?
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Okay, so these smelling candles had a different kind of scent. We're all used to pumpkin spice and lavender and vanilla and cocoa bean or whatever type of candle that you can buy at.
I used to love the blueberry candle.
Blueberry? I've never even heard of it.
Sounds weird, but I enjoyed it.
I'm a clean linen guy. This time of the year, I'm a clean linen.
Okay.
Or a little vanilla. For that ass.
Little jasmine.
I mean, I'm thinking like Mike. We'll go on a different page. Is Mikey getting rid of the winter set of bed sheets right now?
Yes.
I'm thinking yes.
Well, yeah, that would be
because he has a very specific time frame of when it goes from like the normal cotton, like.
How did we get onto this?
But I don't know. Speaking of candles, but I bet you this week would be throwing him for a loop. Like, oh, hey, it's kind of that's a little toasty.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like during the day it's warm, but at night it's kind of chilly. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
Maybe I would just sleep on the couch if that were the case. Just like toss up, or just get used to it. Just sleep with the really thick flannel sheets, or But how did that relate to the candles?
I don't know.
I'm flabbergasted. It's a big word.
Yeah, it's a big word, but you already knew
common
it.
big
It's a
word.
common
We're doing
big
good
word.
vocabulary-wise on this episode.
But this new candle that I've never even heard of started making me think of like different smells, right? So I saw this candle and it was the scent of county fair. Remember? Mm-hmm. Remember we were talking
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Does it smell like carnies?
Little text thread.
and it was
carnies and deep fried food.
There was like a mixture of different things.
Yeah, what do you
carny
think
smells.
of when you think county fair?
Manure, beer,
yeah,
cotton candy, and maybe some deep fried.
Oh, deep fried.
Deep fried something or other.
Cotton candy.
Oil and batter, right? That has a smell to it.
That sweet cotton candy smell, though. But there is something
There's a little
to
bit
say about when you're walking past the 4-H group and you get that whiff of manure mixed with some beer, with the beer gardens over there. So you got all kinds of different smells of the county fair. But
just
then
a little bit of vomit from the Gravitron. That's sour with the sweet from the cotton candy.
Yeah.
But there are certain things, certain smells that you wish you could capture and make into a candle. And I guess that would be one that we overlook.
I want to buy that candle and just take it in and see how accurate.
Well, Amazon, I saw they have some on Amazon.
A carnival scented candle.
It was county fair.
County fair.
Yep.
Like what do you think? County fair.
And it better not just be favored in the cotton candy or favored in the, because it's not going to, there's not going to be manure in it, right? They're not going to be that accurate. So what it's probably going to be is the deep fried and the cotton candy and the sweet smells, which that could be the boardwalk smell if you're not going to mix the manure in there.
Right. The old boardwalk smell.
Like
You're going somewhere.
Fair.
But then if you go, okay, but I'll digress. But then if you go down the boardwalk, you got that hot grease smell, like the Dipper or the Big Dipper.
Oh, you're talking about like the hot grease from the machinery,
the wheels.
from the wheels.
Yeah, like it has that like kind of almost
roller coasters,
burnt, like roller coaster grease. So like now you're throwing a wrench in the mix.
But are you also mixing in some of the...
That's kind of part of the county fair smell. There's a little bit of the...
Okay.
A little grease.
I'll agree with you on that.
Production.
But one smell that we're overlooking, gents, and that is the sea salt from the ocean, right? When we get that wind blowing up, mixed in with all that. So you got two different. You got boardwalk, and you have county fair.
Yeah.
And you can substitute the 4-H manure for the sea salt. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, or that hot sand smell. There's a certain smell of like hot sand.
Yeah. So that reminds me of walking into the surf board shop or whatever, and you smell the Mr. Zog sex wax.
Oh,
that
dude!
smell.
I still have a cube, dude.
And that's where I would buy my puka shells every year.
A fresh.
Every year I get a fresh set of puka shells from Santa Cruz Boardwalk.
That Mr. Zog sex wax, dude, you would peel that stuff off the wrapper and just smell it. There is just a smell. Like I can smell it in my brain.
Open it up, put it under your car seat, and just let that be your.
No,
your
they make the
freshener.
air freshener.
Do they?
Yeah. You can get Mr. Zog's.
You are shitting me right now.
No, that's
Are you
how I
joking
know.
my ass?
No, I went in there and I said,
Are you pulling my dick right now?
Are you tossing my titties? No. So I went into the board shop in Santa Cruz and I'm like, dude, I love the smell. Like it's overwhelming right now. It smells so good. He goes, I said I wish they make like a air freshener or a car freshener or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, that's what smells so good in here. So he pulled one out. They had like original, they had coconut and something else, that root beer flavor or whatever.
Yeah, I'm an original guy.
So I'm an original. They have several different flavors. So you could do that. And then they also made candles. Mr. Zog's,
get out of town.
I'll be dipped.
I'll be dipped.
Dip me in shit and roll me in cornflakes.
I don't want to shit you guys. You guys are my favorite too.
I don't want to believe you, but I got to because I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Did you Amazon it?
I'm Google sphering it right now.
It's not exactly on the cheap side, though.
There's a Mr. Zog's Sex Wax candle.
Mm-hmm.
You nailed it. So you can get the original, the little puck for $8.99. They have the candles for $9.95.
That's reasonable.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yep. Sure as shit. $2.99 Mr. Zog's Sex Wax air fresheners.
That's cheaper than what I thought. That guy ripped me off. So yeah, those are all those nostalgic smells.
Churros, like, right?
Churros, cinnamon.
At the county fair, like the fried
Nothing
cinnamon.
better than a fresh churro.
Or the little cinnamon donuts. Remember them things?
Oh, doggies. Now we talking.
So yeah, they've got
a little bag of those and a milk scrape. But you ever had it with some orange soda?
No.
Sounds crazy. It's delicious.
Like Crush? Orange Crush?
So they
Doesn't matter. Orange soda. I don't care. Either.
They got 4 cents on the air fresheners. They've got strawberry, coconut, grape, and pineapple.
Really?
I don't.
Just go in original. I didn't see all those flavors. I thought I saw root beer or coconut.
Okay, well, this just says coconut. I do know that they have a root beer, in the hockey puck size. But, man, hockey puck, original, man. There was something about that smell.
It's a good smell.
I can smell it right now.
Here's another nostalgic smell. And you'd have to live out in the country-ish area to appreciate this. But if I could get a candle that smelled like fresh cut alfalfa, sign me up, big dog. And I'm lighting that puppy all year long.
Fresh
cut
alfalfa. Oh, yeah, that sweet
that
smell.
Yeah, I know the smell.
It's got something. I guess if you like it, you like it.
It's an aphrodisiac.
It's also the same smell as like
I'm on the fence on that one.
fresh cut grass.
It's good. I get. Yeah. It's a smell around here. That's all I'll say.
How about a dairy smelled?
I'll take the alfalfa over the.
See, I do love some fresh alfalfa, but I'm not gonna lie, man. That dairy, I was never raised particularly on a dairy, but I've spent many a.
It's good.
There's something about, like, I don't know. You drive past, you're like,
smells like money.
It smells like money, but it smells like home, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about that smell.
How about the fresh scent of San Francisco sidewalks?
Well, one, it's a scent, but it ain't fresh. And they can keep that because I ain't giving that city $1, bro.
It's fresh. It's a fresh pile
That's
of shit
disgusting.
on the sidewalk.
I see enough of that in my city.
Have you seen where they have the poop app? If you find a fresh poop,
I've heard about it. I've never seen it. No, it's a real thing. Like, I've never
app
actually.
Where you could like find a good clean bathroom to go to.
No. So you document. So like if you're walking the streets of San Francisco and you find some shit on the sidewalk, you can literally be like, oh, there's some shit at 12th and Broadway.
Pin a poop.
Yeah,
pin a poop.
I'm gonna pin
and
a poop.
Then somebody comes and
if the app's not called Pin a Poop, then they've messed up.
They messed that up. They missed that boat.
Yeah.
Drop a dookie.
Yeah, just pin a poop, dude.
Drop a duke, pin a poop.
Put a pin in a poop.
You have to put like an actual thing in the poop.
The little
tracking beacon.
The little poop emoji.
Carry this around, but you first have to bore a hole with your finger, and then you can drop the GPS device inside of it.
At that point, like,
you've
why don't
clearly never seen bum.
If you care enough, then just like keep bags with you, like you would for your dog, and pick it up.
I would pick
what
up.
I mean?
I would pick up my dog shit any day. I would never touch a pile of bum shit.
I wouldn't even
not
do
if
it.
You paid me.
I wouldn't do it with all the prerequisite, like the gloves, a mask,
all the hazmat stuff. Yeah,
I wouldn't do it even with that. I wouldn't even do it with a stick. I would not maybe a shovel, but then maybe not. Now I'm thinking about it. If it's dry and crusty and you go to...
He's like going to go vomit.
Sonky's... The scooter's going out for a little pee break right now. He can't... or maybe he's puking like Cowboy Chris said. And in the meantime, Cowboy just downed his total rehop. I'm about 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah, it's a good one. I dig this one.
So,
and it's in Oakdale. It's in our own backyard.
It's an old Oakdale, bud. So, anyways, there's a lot of smells that are nostalgic.
Have you ever been to the fair and not smelled like the worst fart you'd smelled in a long time? Like when you're in a public setting and like, because people are just letting them go.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, have you ever gone to the fair and not smelled like a real bad one where you're like, what the hell are you doing?
There's something rotting in your stomach.
Right? I don't think I've ever been to the fair and not smelled somebody do that.
Somebody, what's it called? Crop dusting.
Yeah, you got to look around at the people around you like, are you smelling what I'm smelling? Like, Jesus.
Well, that's why you have kids, so that you can blame it on your kids. Be like, Dylan, seriously, bro? Seriously?
I'm not saying I'm letting it out or anybody I'm with. They're just like, come on, you get real.
I usually go to the
But what better place to let it go? They're like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Who's going to go, like, that guy right there, I know it was him.
I know his farts. Never met him, but I could tell that came from his butt.
Don't know this guy, but that smell you're smelling, this man right here.
He's guilty. Guilty. So anyways, what I was going to say was I've never smelled a crop dust like that. That takes me back. If I have, it didn't really stick out in my memory.
I don't have like a particular, like, I remember summer of 91. The worst fart.
Well, unfortunately, my line of
There it
work.
was, 2007, that fart. It was right by the Giant Dipper. The man was wearing a white wife beater shirt.
Oh, 100%. Dude. If you're talking about the boardwalk, it's a dude in khaki dicky shorts with a white wife beater, with some sort of a tall can Bud Light Clamato.
No, it's cut off sweatpants or.
And then like those cheap sunglasses from the Quick Stop.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a couple of shitty tattoos on his shoulder. Hey, we're describing myself
prison
here.
tattoos.
But no, there was never like that moment or I know I've smelt it before, but
No, you just smell bad public farts at the county fair. That's all.
one thing that points me in
I'm
that
saying.
direction
You're in a line, you're going to smell something.
is their restrooms. The restrooms have to be the worst. Like I cleaned Flying
You
J
can't keep
toilets.
up on that.
That has to be worse. Between that and the Oakland Coliseum, it's a toss-up. Oakland Coliseum kind of reminds me of a county fair.
With the old trough.
Yeah, the trough, the atmosphere, the smell.
See, maybe that's what's wrong. Like with the youth growing up, I think at some point in your life you have to piss in one of those trough toilets. Like it's like a rite of passage. It's like, man, this is so uncomfortable right now. I'm literally pissing in a bathtub with 5 other dudes that I don't even know.
The old ones that were like in a circle.
Where you face the other people.
Yeah, it's like, okay, guys.
Like you're like there's a I think it's a rite of passage. Or like the Stockton 99 Speedway. Come on, bro. It just smells of dehydration.
Nothing screams Stockton 99 like a big tall beer.
I
some
love
hot
Stockton
weather.
99.
Oh, dude.
And if you make the mistake of wearing flip flops to the,
Oh, you do that once.
Yeah, you do that once, and you're taking a shower before you.
You're like, oh.
You get the dude next to you, his piss on your feet.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you don't make that mistake more than once. So
pissing next to some.
I hadn't been there since I was a kid. We used to go there all the time when my brother and I were super young. And then I went there just a few years ago with my dad, just like, oh, let's go catch a, Stockton 99. Hadn't been there forever. And like, you buy the tickets and you make that turn and you go up the ramp with the oleanders splitting like the going up and going down.
Oh yeah.
And I had a hardcore flashback. I'm like, oh my God. The smells, like just the way it felt and walking up that ramp.
You got the carnival food smell.
Oh, at Stockton 99. And then I hit the top and like look out to the track. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Smelling that race fuel. There's like the smoking section that's like, 2 bleacher sets away. And you're like, It smells like a Winston Siggy right
Them
now.
cold aluminum seats out there.
Oh, yeah. The smell of just low self-esteem. And
Yeah.
Then you hear that mom yelling at their kid, and you're like, I'm back.
This is
that super white trash family that like them going to Stockton 99 Speedway is like their version of going to church on Easter.
Disneyland.
Or like
It
Disneyland.
was cheap. It was like cool, cheap entertainment when we were young.
It was.
You could take the family out. Like, don't go to the movies. You can go out to Stockton 99 and
Dad can catch a buzz, smoke a couple cigs, check out some of the other trashy women.
And you could bring your own food in, which you can't do at the theaters. We would bring like our own hot dogs and snacks and shit. Yeah, you could bring your own food.
I didn't know that.
Did you ever buy a shirt?
No.
Never bought a shirt.
Like I said, we were going there on the cheap.
Those shirts are not cheap though.
That's why you didn't buy them.
I went there.
That's also where I tried that pink popcorn candy and was like, nah, I'm
the
good.
pink compressed crispy treat.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you go into those bathrooms, you walk in, you're like, I could taste this right now. Like, this is thick.
Oh, the
This
worst was
is
being
thick.
like a little kid, like hip high at one of those.
Yeah.
You
The sound effect just made that.
You felt the mist in your face.
You could taste it.
Like there was just it punched you. It straight punched you
I just
in the
ate
face.
a fart sandwich.
Yeah.
And it was this dude's.
Like wiping your face off.
Dad, do I have anything on my face? Nope. Why? Dude farted right next to my face. I'd rather him sneeze on my face.
Oh man. That's good stuff.
The life before COVID. Our kids, I don't think our kids are gonna grow up to appreciate that. So
No.
all right, you guys want to wrap it up, or we want to take another break? We're hitting on over 2 hours, so we could take a little. We could end it right here if you like. Call it a night. Let's do it. Let's call it.
call it.
Any words of wisdom as we sign off? Anything you guys want to tell Rusty Ranks Beers, the younger generation that isn't going to get to smell farts? Anything you want to? Anything you want to let them know? No?
I'm sure he knows what the county fair smells like. I'm sure he's been to a
Well, I
couple
guess
in his day.
in regards to Rusty Ranks Beer, I guess first and foremost, I guess thanks for participating with the fun evening.
Yeah.
Don't drink platinum beers anymore.
Don't Bud Light Platinum. No, it takes you where you want to go.
To the boys and girls holding it on the streets, be safe out there.
Amen. Cowboy Chris.
Don't squat with your spurs on. That's my thing.
Attaboy. All right, to all the men and women serving this beautiful country, whether it's air, land, or sea, we salute you. And everyone, have a nice, long day. YuSkool, out. Yeah, I like that.
Dude, you know what's crazy is like we could go on for hours.
Would anybody listen to it, though?
No, and that's why I'm good with closing it, because like if you make it too long, you're like, okay, this is way too long. But like, dude, like just bullshit like this, you can go on for hours.
Oh yeah.
We didn't even talk about what we wanted to talk about.
I know. That's why I was like, well, do we? But I'm like, dude, that's like an hour right there.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother hour of talking about.
We weren't even going to talk about smells.